It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Hope you enjoyed your weekend as we experience the inaugural season of the XFL. We'll briefly go over that. Recap Byron Smith on last night's show. Had a little trouble with the live version of the show during BJ's extent, but we were able to salvage what we could. We'll talk a little bit about that. And we'll give you some updates on softball. Panthers opened up over the weekend, and we'll give you the results of that. Once again, remind you that our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network, and our 24-hour dial-in message line is 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. Well, the XFL got things off the ground this past weekend. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.5. The only reason I didn't give it a 10 because I can't give it a 10. We still got to wait and see what all happens. But to the most part, some very entertaining contests, some exciting contests. And my St. Louis Battlehawks won on the road, defeating the Dallas Renegades 15-9. They were the only XFL team to win on the road, so that's a good thing. What did you think about it? Did you think it was refreshing? Did you even appreciate the fact that you had football after the fact the Super Bowl was over with? Or have you had enough football for right now? You just want to take a woosah moment and come back. Be sure to call the message line and let us know how you feel about that. 713-570-6736. We'd like to recognize sponsors. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Their phone number is 979-826-8008. Diva Skin Conditioner, located at divafeet.com, D-I-V-A-H feet.com. Their phone number, 903-270-0026. Prairie View Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986. Their phone number is 936-857-5817. Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas, at 45372 Old Highway 290. Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, several locations to serve you. Katy, Rosenberg, Brenham, Bryan, College Station, and Waller, Texas. Their phone numbers, toll free, 855-391-2149. If you or your business would like to be a part of the sponsorship team here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, contact us at 832-213-8824. As we mentioned at the introductory part of the show, softball opened up this weekend. Panthers went to McNeese for the Cowgirl Classic softball tournament, ended up 1-4 over the weekend. They jumped out on Arkansas Pine Bluff to open up the season with an 11-8 victory. And after that, the Panthers kind of hit the wall. They end up losing to the University of North Texas by the score of 4-1. Lost to Ball State by the score of 16-9. Lost to the host school, McNeese, by the score of 10-1. As a matter of fact, that was finished in 5 innings. And on Sunday, lost to University of Texas San Antonio by the score of 9-5. So the Panthers come out 1-4 throughout this tournament, and they'll next be in action on Valentine's weekend in Waco, Texas. They'll be taking on Western Illinois. The first game, they're scheduled to take on Baylor University as well as Grand Canyon throughout the course of that weekend. So we'll keep you up to speed on that as the Panthers softball season has officially been launched off the ground. We know this past weekend was a huge weekend for both the Panthers basketball programs, women victorious, as well as the men. We'll now quickly hear from assistant coach Sean LaBeouf as he recaps the Panthers' victory over Texas Southern.
This is Sean LaBeouf, women's basketball coach at Prairie View A&M University. Final score of tonight's game versus Texas Southern. Prairie View 50, Texas Southern 47. Leading scores, City Paul, 10 points. Rebounds, Bernicia Peters with 10 points. We'll be back in action on Saturday, February 15th versus Grambling University, 3 p.m.
Panthers will be off this Monday. They'll get ready to next hit the hardwood against Grambling State. We heard from Coach Byron Smith on last night and talked about the importance of the Panthers getting ahead of Texas Southern as they continue their journey to try to repeat as the champions of the Southwestern Athletic Conference on the men's side of the hardwood. Meanwhile, Coach Sandy Pugh, if you keep up with us here at the open mic, you heard us say they're trying to get that number 4 spot at least to be able to host the round 1 of the playoffs. So things appearing to be on course for both sides of the hardwood for Prairie View A&M University Panthers.
Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Before we get on into the topic at hand about the North Carolina A&T exodus toward the Big South, I want to give you an update about the Prairie View A&M University Panthers athletic director search. We reached out to the office of Dr. Tim Sams, and we received confirmation that an announcement shall be made on February the 17th in regards of who will be the search firm to lead the charge for the new athletic director to be at Prairie View A&M University. Now, some of you had some concerns because you saw an athletic director's assistant position posted over this past week. Don't have any answers on that, but as always, we will keep things flowing as we get the information for you guys. We're steady getting information on the new signees to the respective teams in and out the conference, and we'll give you those updates as we get those coming in. But a lot of excitement in the air. If you listened to the show on last night in our detailed conversation with BJ Jones, I get excited behind signing day, but not too excited, if that makes any sense to you. You can win the game on paper, but these guys have to be able to go through the burning sands. And by that, I'm saying stay eligible, stay healthy, and stay with us. And when I say us, whoever you particularly root for. A lot of these guys sign, it's a big old fuss, and deservedly so. But then 2-3 years down the road, you have a where are they now segment. So let's hope that they can all stick, that they can bring the excitement that they're projected to bring to each institution, and they continue to move forward. If you follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show, we tweeted this morning about the spending just in recruiting. And Washington State University had the lowest spending in the big boy sector, if you would. And they spent $523,000 just in recruiting. That's pretty phenomenal. That's some entire athletic department's budget in some cases. But they were able to spend on the quote unquote low end of $523,000 to try to wine and dine and swoon players to becoming part of their institutions. The more you look, the more you realize that these guys are on a whole different level than what FCS programs are operating in. Which leads me back to the hotbed topic, North Carolina A&T announcing that they will be leaving at the conclusion of the 2020 season to go to the Big South. Now, a lot of people are looking at North Carolina A&T as the villain in this case, and you have that right to look at it. But could it be one of those old telltale signs that warning comes before destruction. If you look at it, there has been a mad exodus from the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, not just with North Carolina A&T, not just with Hampton, but it goes back to Savannah State. And each institution left for whatever reasons they left for. The big picture is it's an ultimate hit toward the MEAC with the troubles that Bethune-Cookman is facing right now, the restrictions on the state of Virginia, the question mark about what FAMU is going to do is a huge time right now to be concerned if you're a part of the MEAC. Now, we understand that business is business and life goes on. On the backside of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, now is the time to strike the iron to see whatever it's going to take to have FAMU and Tennessee State become part of the new look Southwestern Athletic Conference. And I know some of you are echoing, you bring in FAMU, bring in Tennessee State, drop the hatchet on Pine Bluff and Mississippi Valley. I don't think so. I say you make it a 12-team conference. You now, instead of having an East and a West for logistical purposes, just have one major conference. The top 4 teams play each other to determine who becomes your champion. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, the top seed host, and may the best team win. That could draw some interest. So don't be too mad at North Carolina A&T. Sometimes people feel like they got to do what they got to do. But I would say this. If I'm the MEAC and you don't want to be a part of us, take everything that's associated with your brand and take it to the Big South. And if you can't find it at the Big South, find it wherever you can. But we will not entertain you being a part of us when you don't want to be a part anymore. And I'm referring to the bowling. There's no need of taking everything but leaving bowling. If you want to go, go. You are listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show. We come to you each and every day, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Fridays. Live Sunday night, 9 p.m. We had a little audio challenge on last night, but we were able to rectify most of it. You can go back and check out, I'm going to say 80% of the show. Still good stuff. BJ, very thorough with his analysis. Byron Smith was in rare form. And it still was a well-educated show if you want to be caught up with what's going on in the world of HBCU sports. We've got a special Where Are They Now segment for you. We'll hear from class of 1980, former Atlanta Falcon, Matthew Teague. As we get ready to part on today's episode, we'd like to welcome officially to the Open Mic family, Brother Rob Butler. Rob Butler will be representing the Southland Report. He's a Lamar University graduate. And you're talking about a young man with his finger on the pulse of the Southland Conference. Very informative, and we're excited, just as he is excited, to be a part of the Open Mic Broadcast Network family. Don't forget, we come to you in many different angles. Spotify, SoundCloud, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spreaker.com, YouTube, and the list just keeps on growing. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel today at Open Mic Broadcast Network. I've got the exit stage left. My time is far spent, and I must hit the road for now. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.